All right, guys. So this full moon partial lunar eclipse will be occurring this September 17th, 2024. This full moon lunar eclipse occurs in the sign of Pisces, bringing an intensified culmination of emotional and spiritual energies. Lunar eclipses are like supercharged moons. They represent endings and revelations and turning points, often with a focus on the themes of the sign that they're in. And here are some Pisces themes. It's a mutable water sign, so this is associated with intuition and dreams, spirituality, and emotional depth. It's a sign that blurs boundaries and it taps into the collective unconsciousness. There's a sense of surrender with Pisces, often connected to releasing control and embracing the unknown and delving into the emotional and spiritual undercurrents of life. The eclipse will likely spotlight areas in our lives where we need to release something, old emotional patterns, and heal spiritual wounds, or let go of illusions that we may be carrying with us. Full moon eclipses tend to bring closure or chapter changes and completion. And in Pisces, this can involve the dissolution of things that no longer serve us. So, be it relationships, belief systems, or emotional baggage. Pisces is also connected to our creativity, with our compassion, and it's connected with escapism. Under this eclipse, themes around these areas may rise to the surface, and it may encourage releasing anything that impedes us emotionally or spiritually with our growth, urging a shift towards higher consciousness or deeper compassion with ourselves and with others. It could also bring clarity to situations that have been clouded in confusion and illusion or denial. You can look to about 18 to 19 years ago for the type of themes that we will be revisiting. And the last time the nodes were in this axis were January 23, 2006, between September 17th, 2007. So during that time in your life, there's going to be some sort of resemblance of this new turning point that's going to be happening. And it is a starting point beginning now that's going to have a ripple effect for when it actually enters into its access point, which is in January coming up. So the energy is not going to be exact because our lives have evolved and we've learned things since then, but this is going to be like a preview of what is going to be ushering in when January comes. And that energy, that new chapter, is going to be giving you a glimpse of what could be occurring now. And of course, this is within our control of how we react. So everything may seem fated and almost like we can't really control what's happening. It's out of our control. And um, something will occur now, and how we handle it will transpire what we will be experiencing. And this is a new direction, and almost like you can't control it, but now you're having a moment to prepare for it. So if you see what's occurring during this time now, you can prepare for what is coming in the next 2 years. With the sun in Virgo on the opposite end of the axis, opposing the moon in Pisces, the eclipse brings a tension between practicality and spirituality. The Virgo Pisces axis is all about balancing the material world with the spiritual realm. Virgo seeks order and precision, while Pisces encourages letting go and embracing the flow. This eclipse may highlight where we need to balance these energies, and perhaps through integrating spiritual practices into our daily routines or releasing the need for control in areas where we are overly analytical. Eclipses often stir deep emotions, and Pisces, this may be releasing suppressed feelings, especially related to past hurts or spiritual disillusionment. Pisces can bring profound healing, especially emotionally or spiritually. This is a time to connect with the intuition, with our dreams, and our higher guidance. And healing practices like meditation, energy work, or creative expression can be particularly potent at this time. Eclipses are a signal of a turning point. And in Pisces, these may be subtle, emotional, or even subconscious, and we may find ourselves letting go of emotional patterns and spiritual beliefs or creative projects that have already run their course. Emotions may be amplified, and you could feel an experience of increased empathy and just psychic awareness that you don't typically have, or it could be exasperated at this time. And be mindful of escapism or avoidance or disassociating tendencies because it's very difficult around emotional responsibilities when you have eclipse season. And it could serve as a gateway to heightened spiritual awareness, and it's encouraging deeper compassion and understanding. It's a good time for reflection and journaling and meditation. There's going to be an alignment with Saturn as well. And this is going to have us asking, what can we make out of the situation ultimately, out of this pivotal point that we can offer ourselves? How can we do this? There's going to be a bit of savior complex too during this time, false savior. And you could see people, especially with the political arena that's going on right now, saying they're going to come and save everything. There could be a new product that's going to fix everything for you, or just something that is offering an escape of somebody else saving you. And Saturn is here to show you how can you make this situation manifest into reality. It's a pivotal point. And how do we need to show up for ourselves? And so this is interesting because as we are experiencing this eclipse, we are also leading into the equinox energy. And this is all kind of packed in and unfolding together. So the energy is all mixed and muddled. And it's beautiful because there's a lot of energy that will be adding themes of transformative shifting. And the sun is trine with Uranus, which is a beautiful, harmonious change that is highly elevated, affecting the theme of the life. And this is illuminating, the moon is illuminating the opposite end of the axis with the sun, and that's going to be to initiate a positive shift. And it's been recently disruptive. So something maybe along the lines of this past summer, and it had got disrupted. So that something is going to now be illuminated, and what kind of changes and pivots need to be implemented at this time. Gentle changes are occurring, and it's for the transformation. The sun is also trine with Pluto, which brings alchemy, and it's deep and it affects us to the core of who we are. And it can be profound and healing in a psychological, a mental, emotional, physical way. Literally, being in an earth sign and Virgo, known for its practical nature, internally we shift in turn Ali, creating a ripple effect in what we will manifest in our physical reality. So, this is a very, very potent time for a moment that will transpire that kicks off intense transformation. So, whatever you need to do to open yourself up to whatever your intentions are, or what you really would like to come to fruition at this time, and you want big transformation, put your intentions out there and open yourself up to that. And it will be aided behind with the effort that you put into it. Overall, this September 17th, this lunar eclipse in Pisces invites us to let go of what is emotionally and spiritually draining us and embracing the healing and surrender. It offers a chance for deep emotional clarity, spiritual insights, and releasing. So, what no longer serves us can be let go, and we can continue on our path with wholeness. Till next time.